Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. Let's get ready to party. Daily problem. The scientist, welcome to the party. How are you doing, man? Alright, trionic array, part 1. You are given an integer array nums of length n. An array is trionic if there exists indices such that nums 0 to p is strictly increasing, nums p to q is strictly decreasing, and nums q to n-1 is strictly increasing. Return true if nums is tritonic. Or, I'm saying tritonic, man. Trionic. Otherwise, return false. How am I doing? I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. Dang, this is pretty hard. Easy. So, I guess we're just checking for increasing, decreasing, and increasing. So, I guess we should check. Yeah, I'm gonna get the first section. How are we gonna do this, man? Let's say I'm gonna keep a vector of bools, and that's gonna tell me whether it's increasing or decreasing. Is increasing, I guess. I don't know what's called it, man. Ders. So I'm iterating through, and I just need to make sure that the first thing is strictly increasing. So every time we get a direction change, I'm going to log it. How are we going to do that, though? Let's look at, so at least 3 numbers are in here. Well, let me think. How are we going to do this? So I'll say is increasing is going to be equal to this. So that will be like our first direction, or our current direction, right? And then now I'll iterate through for, I guess, from 2. Is this how we're gonna do it, man? So if index, let me think. So if we're increasing, no. Let me think. I guess the real current is gonna be if this. Oh dang, this can't be Boolean because it's both strictly increasing and strictly decreasing. So maybe, oh dang, I'm not even sharing my screen. The Doom Coon, what's happening, man? How you doing, Doom Coon? What a crazy way to start the stream. I'm coding and I didn't even show my screen, man. How embarrassing. It's all good. How you doing, Doom Coon? How was your training session earlier? So you trying to do some hard problems, yeah? Liquid Surya, how you doing? Count how many times patterns change have been detected. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to do. So maybe instead of ints, I'll have ders, like number. So 1 will represent increasing, 0 will represent equal to, and -1 will represent decreasing. I was like, crazy, I gotta imagine what's happening. What? For that problem we were doing earlier? Or what? Or, oh, for my screen not being shown. Yeah. Alright, let me think, man. So, the first change. So this is not. Well, shit. Cur-dir is 0, and then I'm gonna be like, if it's increasing, I'm gonna be like, it's increasing. If it's decreasing, then I'm gonna say it's decreasing. And if we see anything that's equal, we can return false, right? So yeah, so our real direction, our real current direction is, man, these are some bad names, but I'm gonna just leave them there anyways. I'm just gonna copy this actually. So if it's that's increasing, decreasing, I guess if they're the same, man, then we can return false, because we can't be having that, right? And I guess I need to update these to I and I -1. Today's question was a toughie. I got it, but I'm not confident I could do it again. Dang. So I gotta keep practicing. Alright, so if that's our real direction, so then I'm gonna say if they're different, then maybe wait. Do I have to do this here as well? Check if they're equal. If that's the case, we can just return false immediately. And then we got, anytime it switches, maybe we push it back the direction it switched to. And then that's not equal to 3, it's false, and then it should be increasing, decreasing, increasing. Can do that. This is a funky easy problem, man. Well, I can't do this. Can I do that? Alright, I'm gonna just submit that. Oof, it worked. A little bit janky, but it works. I guess this is a lot of repeated code right here that could be broken off into a function. And then I suppose if this size goes greater than 3 in this loop, we can also return early. But I'm gonna just leave it like that. What sound is this? It's like water, yeah. It's the pipes. That's the sound of the pipes, man. Alright. Daily problem done. What do we do next? I guess virtual contest would be next, right? The contest that I missed over the weekend. Was it this one? 487. I'm gonna do it right now. Hey, what's happened? Jamil from YouTube. How are you doing, Simon? Would you recommend using Java or C++ for LeetCode? I'm grinding for big tech. I know both equally. Ooh, if you know both equally, man. I personally prefer C++. And I'll tell you why. I think if you know them both actually equally, I'd say C++. There's a lot of C++ teams at Google, especially for infrastructure and whatever, you know. So maybe more people might be familiar with C++ there. I think C++ also gives you a chance to like nerd out a little bit and talk about some things that you might have to manage manually. I don't know if Java has like the same integers as C++, where it's easy to overflow and stuff. You can talk about it has such like a great standard library to use for algorithms. Lots of powerful things in there. You can even talk about the memory stuff if you want to get like extra brownie points, man. I think doing it in C++ is kind of like doing the interview in hard mode, where there's more opportunity for you to mess up, but then if you don't mess up, it's like maybe slightly more impressive to some people. Maybe not to everyone, but to some people they'll give you more street cred if you're able to do it in C++. And I think like choosing to do it in C++ might be a statement in itself. I think you need that in an interview and show that knowledge. Yeah, I think C++ gives you a great opportunity to just showcase your depth of knowledge while you're also solving algorithms. But I'd say be careful, because it could be a double-edged sword that could, you know, bite you in the ass and not work out well. But honestly, either is fine. Either C++ or Java is fine. I tend to trend towards C++, especially for big tech. If you know, a lot of big tech companies, C++ is heavily used. I mean, so is Java, but for sure, for performance, like, I like C++. All right, here we go. Virtual contest. Start now. Count monobit integers. You are given an integer n. An integer is called monobit if all bits in its binary representation are the same. Return the count of monobit integers in the range 0 through n inclusive. What is monobit? All the bits are the same? So it's either 0, 0. Oh, the count. Wait. Only 0, 1. Oh, I see. Monobits. Okay, I got this. So I guess 0 will always be an answer, right? And then we can be like, I guess a monobit means all the bits are set, and that's easy. I guess we don't even really need to do that. We can just take it's some type of square. Maybe we can just, right? Because it's all the powers of 2. That will be monobit. So it's like, really the question is how many powers of 2 is in n? But since the constraints are so small, I'm not even gonna really try and do all that math, man. I'm not into. I'm just gonna go kind of weird and be like, what am I gonna be like? Should I actually check if they're all bits, or should I check? Should I create like, hey Q, what's happening? Should I actually calculate all the bits, man? Or I was thinking, should I go through all the powers of 2? Up to 10. 2 to the 10 is like 1024, right? Yeah, so up to 10. This is a weird way to do this problem. I think in a real contest, maybe I'll just count the bits like that. Portnoy, what's happening? Are we vibe coding some algos? We are not vibe coding right now, man. We are trying to solve some problems. All set. So it's like we shift it that many times, and then we subtract 1, and then that should be all set, right? 2, 4, yeah. And then iterate through each number. I'm gonna be like, if all set dot find x, if it contains it, basically, then we're going to increment our answer. So 2 and 3, those are the answers I'm looking for. Time exceeded. What kind of crazy stuff did I do, man? Like, what's going on there? All right, 2, 3. Should I just send that? Easy Q1. What's next? Q2, final element after subarray deletions. You're given an integer array nums. 2 players, Alice and Bob, play a game in turns, with Alice playing first. In each turn, the current player chooses any subarray nums L to R such that R minus L plus 1 is less than M, where M is the current length of the array. I don't know what that means. The selected subarray is removed and the remaining elements are concatenated to form a new array. The game continues until only one element remains. Alice aims to maximize the final element while Bob aims to minimize it. Assuming both players play optimally, return the value of the final remaining element. Alice and Bob, huh? What are they playing? R minus L plus 1. That is, the size of the subarray is less than the full length. So the subarray must not be the full length of the current array. Bobo Bebow, what's happening? Welcome to the party. Okay, so here's the example. 152. Alice would remove this. It becomes 52, and then Bob would remove the 5. Alice is trying to maximize. Bob is trying to minimize. You can choose any subarray. So I love and hate these brain teasers. If someone asked me this question in an interview, I'd ask if putting Alice and Bob in therapy is an optional solution. Well, we'll see. If you can solve this in under 5 minutes, you need to donate 50 subs. Good thing I cannot solve it, smart coder. Streamering, thank you very much for the hydrates again. Cheers. Let's see. So what's gonna be Alice's strategy, man? Alice's strategy should just be to remove maximize the final element. To remove the smallest elements or something. And Bob's strategy would be to remove the largest element. So how are we gonna do this? Yeah, I don't think I can do this in 5 minutes, smart coder. It seems like it's a trick question though, because I think like because they can remove a large subarray, they can pretty much end the turn anytime they want by removing all of one side, right? Either that side or that side. So Alice could just remove everything like 1 through 5. But of course, you don't want to remove the 5 since it's the largest. So what's the last element remaining, man? If Alice moves first, we're removing can remove 2. It's gonna be 2 then. Let me think. Feels like it's some observation I have to make where it's like it's just gonna be the middle number or something like that. Obviously, I don't think that's the answer, but it's gonna be something, man. So if Alice goes first, there's a potential that it could be any of the ends. All right, let me try and make a scenario with more than 3 numbers in there. Right, let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. This answer would be 9 because Alice would just move all of these. But what if the 9 is like in the middle? And let's say something like this happens. What would we do? What would Alice do here? Alice would probably remove these numbers, right? And then what would Bob do? Bob would remove these numbers. So it would be 1. But all right, let me think. If I was Alice, what would the smart move be, man? We can't get anything other than 1 here. Huh. So I'm wondering if it's just is it just the maximum of the ends? Let's try some more test cases or something. Let's try some more scenarios where what if this wasn't 1 but it was 3? So my current theory is maximum of the ends, but I don't truly believe that. I'm just like throwing something out there to see if I can prove it wrong. So now if it's Alice's turn, what would be the best move? Well, if I leave that 3 there, that maybe alright, if I just remove the 1, then Bob can come in and basically get me down to 2. So maybe that's not the optimal move for Alice, because Alice could just move everything up to the 3. Man. Did I see this one before? No, this is the first time I'm taking this weekly contest. But What could it be, man? What could it be? Should we try and think of another test case where it's not one of the n numbers? I'm trying to make it so that the optimal answer is not an n number. What kind of test case would that be, man? Do we need like a large number to break up all the smaller numbers? Alright, what if it was this? So Alice's turn. If I'm trying to maximize the last number, I'd probably erase these first two as Alice, right? So now we got these numbers. Now it's Bob's turn. Bob wants to minimize. So if I was Bob, I would probably take out that 11. Now it's Alice's turn. Maximizing. I'm taking out these. Well, shit. I don't know if this is optimal play either, right? So now it's Bob's turn. What would Bob do? Bob would just remove all of these, man, and it's 3, which is the same as an end. Wait, why wouldn't Bob take out everything except 3? Because I'm not playing optimally. Hold on. So Alice takes out these, then it's Bob's turn. Yeah, I mean, I guess Bob can just end it right there. I'm just gonna submit, man. The max of the ends. I just want to see a test case where it breaks. I don't know, man. Seems a little bit crazy if it does work, right? Here we go. Here goes nothing. What a silly question, man. Like, I can't even prove that that's right. But based on every test case I tried to think of, it always ended up being one of the ends. And then, like, this subarray thing basically means we can just eliminate the whole thing, right? Hey, Rexa, what's happened? Exactly why it was just a trick question. It's stupid. Yeah, how? I don't know, Dumpy Don. It's not something that I knew for sure, but it's something that I kept. I just had a good feeling based on the examples, and then based on the rules, you can like take any subarray, so you can like take a big chunk, you know. I just tried every possibility and didn't reach this solution. Yeah, this one was a little bit weird. Is this why they pay you the big bucks? I don't get paid the big bucks, man. I get paid exactly $0. This was my solution. I overdid it. Jeez, wait, what do you do, man? I don't even know what you're doing here. Obviously, it's some type of 2-pointer or something. So much math I don't really understand either. But you got lots of C outs. Yeah, pretty strange problem, I think, for a contest. Alright, what's next, man? Wait. Yeah. Oh, shit. Design rideshare system. I don't want to design anything, man. A ride-sharing system manages ride requests from riders and availability from drivers. Riders request rides and drivers become available over time. The system should match riders and drivers in the order they arrived. Implement the ride-sharing system class. Ride-sharing system initializes a system. Add rider adds a new rider with the given rider ID. Add driver adds a new driver with the given driver ID. Match driver with rider matches the earliest available driver with the earliest waiting rider and removes both of them from the system. returns an integer array of size 2 where results equal driver ID, rider ID if a match is made. If no match is made, return -1, -1. Cancel rider takes in a rider ID. Cancels the ride request of the rider with the given rider ID if the rider exists and has not yet been matched. Right, I'm lost already. Yeah, I don't really know. I have to look at the examples. I would have thought of this, but why would it be a medium problem? I guess it's medium because the intuition isn't that obvious, or like just knowing it's one of those extremes, it's probably a bit difficult to prove. So yeah, I'd say medium seems like the right difficulty there. Sir, how to get a deep voice like you? I don't know, man. You gotta ask your parents to do something. I think I got this. I did not get this voice from my mama. I think I got it from my dad. My mom does not have a deep voice, you know. Dang. How are we gonna do this? So your uncle. Wait, smart coder. What is this? What? Nums pop? Wait. Let me look at that problem again. Hey, mine just happened. I just got lucky, man. I think I didn't look at my constraints right, and I got lucky that nums 0 and I used nums back instead of nums n-1 because I would have gotten an out of range for the constraint where the length is just 1, man. I got super lucky right here. I should have gotten a penalty because I didn't even think of if it's only length 1, man. But it works anyways, right? Wait, n-1 of length and oh yeah, I guess n-1 of you're right, Q. So it would have worked either way. But I still think I got lucky because I did not explicitly think of that edge case. So I got lucky in the sense that that edge case didn't affect my code. All right. So all right, add a rider. Wait, how do you know what time? And how do you match the earliest available driver with the earliest waiting rider? So we need some type of timing system or some ID system, like an auto incrementing ID or time that would give. It's like it's not really an ID. It's more like a ranking of the order, I guess. So we just match the earliest and the earliest. Why wouldn't I just use a deck? Can I just use a deck here, man? Let me think. I just use a deck. Keep adding. That way I don't need any numbering system. I can just put them to this deck, add them to the rider deck, add them to the driver deck. When I need to match a driver with a rider, I just take from the front from both decks and return that. But if there's not enough, I return -1, -1. Yeah. Do you need a deck? I don't know. Let me think about that a little bit more. I guess I could just pop them in a regular ass queue. You're right. Put them in a queue and pop them out, man. Like, what is this question for a Q3? Is there something tricky with this question? Like, I'm just gonna code it, right? Let's do it. Drivers, riders, add rider. It can't be like that, man. Let's see where it breaks down. Otherwise, wait, how do you do it? Dot front. Driver. Cancel rider. Cancel the ride request for. Wait, maybe this is. Let me think about this actually. Cancel the ride request of the rider with the given rider ID if the rider exists and has not yet been matched. Oh, I see. How should I do cancel? Should I, what do you call it? Like lazily delete? Maybe I'll use like a set cancel. Do I have to like clear these things? I don't think so. Let me think, man. So I'll just put the rider ID here, but then here, not just if it's 0, I'd have to be like, while riders dot, you know, maybe I should do this right here. While there's something in riders, while it's not empty, right? And the front is in the cancel. Then we should pop that. All right. Maybe that might be all right. What do you call this technique again? Is that lazily deleting? Where you just store it in a set and then you, once you want to use from that list or item, then you check like if that item is in that thing, and if it is in that thing, you just kind of skip and discard that person. Man, it's a little funky contest, man. Should I just submit? Oof. Wait. Real close. How the hell, man? Add a driver, number 2. Cancel rider, number 1. Add a rider, number 1. Oh. edge case. So, now, how does this affect the order? All right. I see. I think I know what to do. I need a little bit more information though. I think I need the time that they're entered into the queue. When I cancel, I think I need to look up. Wait. Oh, jeez. Can I add riders in, like, can the same rider be added? I'm trying to think here. So I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm just trying to solve this problem. So I'm thinking I should give everybody an ID, like another ID or like a time or something. So maybe I'll have like an int that maps to an int, and this is like rider time. And I'll just set the time to like 0 initially. And then every time I add a rider, I will also try to remember the time that that rider was added. Hold on, man. What am I doing with this? I'm trying to figure out a way to handle the case where somebody cancels, but that rider was never there. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I take it back. I'm gonna take, hold on. Rider set? Maybe I can just have a rider set. And then right. And then once I match a driver, I remove from the rider set. Yeah. But then when we cancel, I check the set. So if rider set dot find rider ID. So if we don't find the rider in our set, then we don't do anything. That's what I'm trying to write. And then we cancel it. Maybe here when we pop it out, oh shit, what did I do? Maybe here when we pop it out, we'll also erase it. Let me see if that will work. Where's that test case that I failed though? Right here. Alright, time equals 0. Nobody cares about the time, man. What is this? Riders.pop? Alright. If this isn't it, we'll see. Come on, man. Too many bugs. Alright. I'm not sure if I can do a Q4. Man, how many bugs am I gonna write in my code? Wait. Riders.erase? Rider set. Rider set. That's what. Alright, now it should be. I'm gonna send that, man. Alright, that one was not too bad. Amartia, what's happened? Hi again. You've been coding for quite a while now. Impressive focus and dedication. Thank you, thank you. I took a couple breaks, but here I am. Who just did that? Streamering redeemed a type racer. We'll race real soon. Literally. What? No need of time. Just use array and get first elements. This array is not empty. I don't know what you guys are talking about here. Sonny Johnson, what's happening? Alright, type racer real quick. And then maybe I can check out Q4. Alright, you guys ready to type race? First race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Let me send in the Discord. Ooh, short warm-up. Oh wait, Q, let me see what you're saying. Oh yeah, basically the same thing, huh? Nice, thanks. So, hey, you did pretty good on this contest, yeah? Or what? Well, maybe Q4. We'll have to see about Q4. Dang, 26. Did okay. Alright, here we go. Warm-up time for the type racer. Wait, really want to see that if statement? What are you talking about, man? Thank you. You crashed and burned right at the very end, huh? One of my favorites is rotate array. Have you done it yet? I've done rotate array a long time ago, man. February, month of Type Blazer. Yeah, I'm trying to get Type Blazer out ASAP, man. Wait, let me see what y'all were saying. What you talking about, man? Overcomplicating a check? I ain't seen handwritten code in a minute. System exit startup. What's happening? Yeah, handwritten code. Crazy. I've got a behavioral technical tomorrow. They use a star method. What's wrong with the star method, man? Let's chill. Anyways. Hey, Steven Sagaball. What's happening? How you doing? You guys ready for the championship round? Or what? Wait, the rotate array is that one where you have to find the pivot? Yeah, I think so. Alright, here we go, man. This is the championship round. And it's pretty long. Man, Q, I saw you in my peripherals. You're flying. 108 Q Ultimus Type Racer Champ. Very good, very good. Man, everybody's like rage quitting. Good quote. Hey, what's this quote from, man? Through the Valley by Sean James. It's a song talking about killing my enemies with my gun. What kind of song is that, man? Or something. Kill my enemies when they come. Jeez. Alright, Q with the 108s. Let's put that up on the board. New champion. Q Ultimus, 108 miles per hour. Hey, you guys want to see some updates? Alright, so LeetCode leaderboards has a new thing with the progression of people since they've like joined the site, kind of. It's joined the site because I just implemented this thing that will look at your progression, so we can see in the last. It's not really 30 days. It's really like in the last. Oh shit! It's really like in the last week or so. I've solved 22 problems. Dumpy Don has 14 problems. Killer Whale 10 problems. Q, yeah, you haven't done much, man. 5 problems in the last 5 days or so. Yeah, so if you want your name on my leaderboard, if you want to see, there is still a lot of features in the works, but you can sign up on the website midnightsimon.com. Under your profile, you can add your LeetCode username under there, and then it will add it to the thing. It will scrape. You can also add your Twitch, and if you're online, it will show up on the front page, like in this other LeetCode streamers section, if you decide to stream LeetCode. Are these updates live? Yeah, man. It scrapes every 5 minutes or so. Thought it was Gangster, Coolio, Gangster's Paradise. Nah, that's not the quote. Will you write your name on your plant? Will you write our name? No, I'm not writing anybody's names on those plants, man. Y'all listen to music while programming. Music sometimes. When I'm vibe coding, yeah. When I'm programming, maybe music without lyrics. That's not too crazy. Like background music, elevator music, lo-fi, video game music, that type of stuff. Yeah, so some other features I got planned for the website. I think some interesting ones. I'm trying to make a news feed. So not only can we see your progress here, but I'll have another section where it's like community or whatever, and then we'll see a news feed of all the problems people have been doing. Their solutions. I have a link. I've been scraping all your solutions too, man. So we can see, look at that. I just did these and they're showing up as most recent submitted. So you get like a view of this eventually. Right now, only I can see it, but I'm working on a news feed basically for everybody in the community. So if you go on the website, we can see, oh, Q just did Trionic Array a couple minutes ago, you know, Killer Whale. Everyone just did Trionic Array, like, you know. I just made a fresh LeetCode account. Will progress give a rank boost? It depends. I mean, you can. Wait, what do you mean? Your progress will just show like how many problems you've done since you've entered your LeetCode name on this website, and we've scraped your problems initially, you know. So like a lot of people join the site with already thousands of problems solved, so it won't count that in the progression. Is it normal that it's redirecting to some scary Supabase website? Yeah, that's my authentication. Supabase is handling my authentication, so it should be redirecting, maybe. Wait, let me see. Let me just double check. Let me try and log in, man. Yeah, it works for me at least. Dump it done. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've just been having a really fun time vibe coding everything. Like all these features I've always wanted to add. It's like so easy to add now with, well, with the fact that I no longer have a full-time job, and the fact that the LLMs are so great. I've just been spending all day, every day, the last 2 weeks improving my website, trying to get Type Blazor launched, and also working on my secret project. Sunrise Lo-Fi, what's happening? Would I go back to Google? Yes, I would, if the situation was right, I guess. But I'm not trying to go back there right now. Why no full-time? I just quit my job about 2 months ago. You use local inference for anything? Monte Carlo simulations, what's happening? I don't even know what you're talking about. What is local inference? There's no website like this. Thank you. Yeah, I think I've put a lot of effort into this site. It's come a long way. I don't know how many of you seen where it came from, but this is the original website that I handcrafted with HTML back in the days, man. This was just completely static website coded like in Nano, and it slowly evolved into a more modern website like this. Did they offer you a raise to stay? No, man. They offered me a raise to leave. They offered me money to leave, man. What you talking about? They said, hey, man, we'll give you all this money if you just leave. I was like, what? For real? Give me that money, man. I'm out of here. Inference for the LLM. So Llama, LM Studio versus API keys to platforms. Nah, I don't know any of that stuff. I only use Claude Max, man. I don't even use anything else. I have a Gemini Pro subscription that I used for like on my phone, basically. Do you know algos like Ford Fulkerson? I don't even... Who is that, man? I don't even know who that is. Belmont Ford type stuff. The only algorithms I know are these ones in the common algorithms on this website, man. Bumbaclaw, rich man. Who's a rich man? Not me. I tried to use my Mac Studio to offload some AI work when I run out of Claude tokens. Because Max Plan is $100 a month. I don't think that... I'm paying for the $200 plan though. But I don't think you can say that qualifies me as a rich man. Where is the Amazon Komodo bedside chair sponsor? Hepta5, welcome to the party, man. Hepta5 thinks it's a really good idea to get a toilet chair to sit down at your computer for when you take technical interviews. So just in case you have to go use the bathroom in the middle of an interview, you don't have to like stop the interview to go use the bathroom. You can just do it right there during the interview. I'm not into that, man. Anyways, Gemini is the worst. Always gives me stupid results. Gemini is pretty good for me, but I haven't tried it with coding in a long time. MinFlow Max Cut Algos. It solves problems like what railroad lines should we use to move as much cargo via train system from Stalingrad to Berlin? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know crazy advanced algorithms. The only algorithms I know are like beginner level competitive programming algorithms, I'd say. Why is Hepta5 your favorite chatter? Who said that, man? Anyways, alright, what are we gonna do now? Should we do a Leet Rooms? You guys wanna do a little Leet Rooms? Medium? Let me take out SQL. Even though the SQL problems are kind of fun sometimes. Where's SQL? Database? Take that out. Alright, 45 minutes and 4 problems. Mediums only. Need DP questions. Man. I used to think DP wasn't necessary for technical interviews, but I think these days it seems like DP's on the table, man. Alright, here we go, man. We got 4 problems. Valid Sudoku or Sudoku. Append k integers with minimal sum, minimum additions to make valid string and largest submatrix with rearrangements. Alright, first one, valid Sudoku. That friend you had me reach out wants to talk to me. Man, I don't want to talk to them. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why they want to talk to me, man. Getting an interview is 95% the problem. Yeah, these days getting a job is super duper hard. I don't know much about trying to find a job. Alright, here we go, Q1. Wait, let me pin this thing. Determine if a 9x9 Sudoku board is valid. Only the filled cells need to be validated according to the following rules. Each row must contain the digits 1 through 9 without repetition. Each column must contain the digit 1 through 9 without repetition, and each 3x3 sub-box of the grid must contain the digits 1 through 9 without repetition. Alright, I can do this, man. Let's see if I can remember how to do it, though. So, first thing... Well, I guess they say it's 9x9, right? So, we already got the board. So, I'm just iterating to touch every cell. And I think this problem is pretty simple. You're just checking that each section doesn't have duplicate numbers, right? So we're gonna use a set to see, you know. Well, it's only 1 through 9. We don't even need a set, man. We could use vector int, and this is gonna be row nums. Wait, vector int or vector bool to use as a set, and then we'll make this of size 9, and then we'll make this of size 9 and set everything to false. So say that means we don't contain that number in that row or column. And then we also need so basically the only thing we need to figure out to do is how do we find out what group a cell belongs to, like which sub box does it belong to. And we can get that. I'll try and derive the formula in a bit, but we can get that, right? And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna have like box nums, I guess, size 9 because there's 9 sub boxes. Vector bool, and this inner one is also size 9 because there's 9 numbers that we could choose from. But actually I'll make it 10 for the inside so it doesn't get confusing, because we don't actually put the 0 number down, right? So 9 would be in the 10th index, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so now I'm iterating through every cell, and the row and column is easy. It's just RC. So we'll do those checks right now. We can be like, if row nums of row... Wait. I'm gonna just... this isn't super necessary, but it's easier for me to read if I make a new variable here. I'm gonna say the current number is just board RC. Pick my dinner. Raising Cane's. You got Raising Cane's over there, man. You should hit that up ASAP. That's what I'd eat right now, man. Seattle doesn't have it? Dang. Alright. You should eat some. You got me addicted to Wingstop, then you don't eat it. Why do we gotta eat Wingstop together, man? Why can't I stop eating and you continue? Why does it matter that I don't eat Wingstop anymore, you know? Alright, you should eat some Thai food. Yeah. To be more particular, you should eat some Pad See Ew. Pad See Ew. That's what you should eat, man. Right there. I have never eaten Thai once in my life. Well, it looks like you gotta try it tonight, man. Go look for the best Pad See Ew near you and try it out. How do I join the room? You gotta get this extension called Leet Rooms. It's only for Chrome. And then you download the extension and you register and whatever. And then when you're in LeetCode, you should see some type of sidebar pop up. And then you enter the room code to join. Pad Thai, what? It works in Edge too, Chromium Edge. Hey, Icy Black Deep, what's happening? Alright, what are we trying to do here? If row nums, so basically we're checking if it's already in our row, then we can return false. And then if column C num, then we should also return false if it's there. So this is a row check, column check, and then we'll do box check, but I don't know how to do that yet. And then after we do those checks, we can insert. So it'd be like row nums are num equal true. That's basically an insert here. Column C num equal true. And then, all right, so how are we gonna do the box check? Let's think. It's row divided by 3. Wait, row divided by 3. Man, what the hell is it? Wait, let me bust out my pen. So I don't usually use pen and paper for LeetCode, but when I do, it helps out a lot. So right now I'm gonna use a pen and paper, or a virtual pen and paper. Oops, Jesus Christ, man. I'm just gonna zoom in on this little thing right here, and I'm gonna pick a cell. Well, shit. Starts at 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so now if I took the cell, this cell, that's 1, 7. I want that to be in box number, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are like my boxes. So I need a formula that will turn these coordinates into box number 3. How's that gonna look like, man? It's like 1 over 3 plus 7 over 3, or not plus. Wait, let me think. 1 over 3 is 0 times something. Wait. So this would be our, man, how do we do this, man? 0 for the row, 3 for the column. So is this like a ceiling on that? No. Man, this should be so easy for me, but it's not. Because I'm crazy rusty. Alright, this cell, 2, 2. This has to be mapped to, oh, hold on. I know why I'm messing up, man. I'm like one indexing these things. These should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Dang, let me erase that because now I can't even read it, man. It's ugly. Because it just looks like a bunch of scribble. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna use, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, those are the numbers I'm looking for. Vibode has ruined his skills already. I think I'm in love with Voldemort. Who is that, man? Is that some Harry Potter dude? Or something? Anyways. Three times, man, why can't I figure it out? I used to know this like right off the top of my head, man. I don't know what the hell, man. Anyways, so the coordinate 2, 2 should translate to 0, yeah? So it's like r divided by 3. So 2 divided by 3 is 0. And 2 divided by 3 is 0. So 0 plus 0. Alright, cool. So that gives us 0. How about 2? How about this one right here? 2, 3. That would give us 1. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. So you just add them. But what if, alright, what if it's this one right here? This is 4, 2. 4, 2 should be number 3. So we got 4 divided by 3, which is 1. And then column 2. 4 divided by 3. Oh. Times. Come on. Let me think. 4. What am I thinking of? 4 divided by 3 is 1. But then it should be... How do you get it to the next row? Times how many columns? Times 3? Do I just times it by 3? Yes, maybe that's it. Row divided by 3 times 3 plus C divided by 3. I think this is the formula. So let's test this, spot check it. Let's check like this box right here. So that's 5, 6. So 5 divided by 3, it's 1 times 3. That's 3. So this evaluates to 3. And then we're adding, what was the 5, 6, yeah? And then 6 divided by 3 is 2, which gives us 5. Yes, this is the formula. Sorry it took me so long to come up with that, man. I'm tripping sometimes. That's such an easy formula. So the box check. Row divided by 3 times 3 plus C divided by 3. So if box nums box ID num, so if that's true, return false, and then we set that to true here. This should not have taken me this long, man. It's a crazy noise I just heard, man. Let me erase this junk. So we can just turn true here. Leet whale, what's happening? Dang, messed up, man. 2 times I plus j over 3. Is that it? Hold on, how did I mess this up? I'm saying it's false, but it should be true. Why am I saying it's false, man? It must be my box ID is messed up, right? This is why we practice, so we don't forget these things. I haven't practiced in months, and I've forgotten everything. Row, column. Wait, if that's not returning false, then what is, man? Zero. How's that possible? How is... Let me see. Have you done this before? Yeah, I have. How is this returning false, man? Am I blind or something? The row, the number. Oh, because it's a dang char, man. They're talking about chars, I'm talking about ints, man. Jesus Christ. Wait, now why is this tripping? Oh, if it's nothing. So skip empty cells. Jesus Christ, man. Strong no hire for me right now. Wait, why is this tripping though? Because I'm... No. Did you interview at Google? Like, did I interview people? I only done it one time, man. Because there's a big hiring freeze for like years. Hey, why is my num tripping, huh? I can't figure it out. Oh wait, maybe because it's not blank, it's just an empty string or empty char. But how? Is it actually a char or is it a string, man? Oh, it's a dot. Jesus Christ. It's a dang dot, man. Anyways, what a silly question for me to get caught up on. Let me take out these dang C outs. Jesus. Anyways, man, that problem should not have taken me that long. What they got next for me? Append the k integers with minimal sum. I've attempted this one, but maybe could not solve it about 2 years ago. If I couldn't solve this 2 years ago, no way I could solve it now. 2 years ago, I was probably like tip-top shape in algorithms, but this problem looks really hard. Look at that, 26% acceptance rate. Should we try it anyways? I'm gonna try it. You are given an integer array nums and an integer k. Append k unique positive integers that do not appear in nums to nums such that the resulting total sum is minimum. Return the sum of the k integers appended to nums. Alright, integer array and an integer k. We need to append this many integers that do not appear. Total sum is minimum. Why do I have this saved, man? All right. I'm thinking, but I'm not, nothing is coming up in my mind. So we need numbers that don't appear in this thing. Up to 100 million K could be. And each number could be up to 1 billion. So for example, one, they give us 1, 4, 25, 10, 25, and they say the total sum is minimum. Total sum of what? The numbers K? I see. Shekomaru, what's happening, man? How are you doing? So, 2 numbers. Alright, what's going through my mind is, since K is so large, we can't just go through all the numbers, right? I don't think we can select one number at a time when we're trying to decide which numbers to add. I'm thinking it's something to do with figuring out the gaps in between. So we should probably sort nums, and then we figure out the missing intervals in nums, and we add all of those missing intervals. But we should also know the formula to add up numbers from something to something. It's like, man, I always forget this damn formula, man. The formula to add up numbers from 1 to n. It's like n plus 1 squared over 2. Let me think. So if I want to add all the numbers from like 1, 2, 3. I always try to have to derive this. This would be 3, 6, 10, 15. So this should be equal to 15. So then, what is it, man? N times n plus 1. So it'd be 5 times 6 divided by 2. Yeah, so that's 30 divided by 2 is 15. So yeah, the formula is n times n plus 1 over 2. I think this formula and adding the missing intervals will give us the answer. It's just about how do we implement that. Oh, you guys, you're trying to tell me the sum of natural numbers. Yes. I always forget what this is. I always have to like double check it, man. Thank you. But this is what my mind thinks of, man. Sort nums, find the gaps, apply this sum of natural numbers thing. So, alright, we can do this to find the sum of numbers from 1 to n, but we can also use this to find the sum of numbers from like n to m. If we do, for example, so this is, we know this is 15, 21, right? 15 plus 6 is 21, plus 7 is 28, plus 8 is 36, and then plus 9 is 45. So this is equal to 45, right? So if we took the difference, we could get the sum of this and this is just going to be 45 minus 15, which is 30, right? So and that means, how do I write this? It's just the sum of n, sum of n to m is the sum of m minus the sum of n minus 1. Basically, that's what I'm trying to explain here. Let me see. So 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 8, 21, plus 9, 30, and 45 minus 15 is 30. So yeah, that seems to check out. So I think with these techniques, we can solve this problem, man. But I'm not 100% sure because it's so difficult in the acceptance rate. I don't see why this would not work. Maybe it's just really difficult to implement. Believe in yourself. Wait, let me see what I did 2 years ago before I start implementing. I'm just curious. What the heck did I do, man? So sorted for sure. Oh, I was trying some weird stuff, man. You're so smart. I don't know. No scoped. I don't even know what. I could not solve this. But whatever I did there, it seems like I did not come up with the same intuition as I did just now. So maybe I will try to implement this after I take some water. Anyways, you guys ready? Try and implement it now. So I guess the first thing we do, hey, Bobo Bebo, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Oh geez. So first things first is we gotta sort the dang thing. How do we find how do we find the missing gaps? That's After reading a lot of open source code bases in 2025, LeetCode problems are derived from some real world use cases. Like, do you have any specific examples? Man, I'm feeling kind of lazy though. I don't know if I want to implement all this stuff. Is this the level of talking through the process interviewers expect when solving these problems? Lately I've been trying to like speak as I probably would. But yeah, I'd say you should be explaining what's going on in your mind so that they can see every step of the way. I think the worst thing you can do is just stay silent for multiple minutes on end without even talking. As your mind is running, your ideas are running through your mind, and you're just silent and you're not saying anything to the interviewer. That usually means there's no signal. The interviewer has no idea what the hell you're going on with in your mind, man. Like, even if you're going down your check, it's like, okay, can I use binary search here? Yes, no, why? Okay, no, I can't use binary search because so and so and so, and this doesn't happen. And okay, so that eliminates that. How about sliding window? How do I grow the window? How do I shrink? I think you need to be talking about all of these things in your mind. What are you guys doing for exercise during this blizzard? Brent Arato. What blizzard are you talking about, man? Blizzard in the Bay? I've been having a lot of exercise shoveling snow this winter, man. I have a spreadsheet. I do the mapping. LeetCode 1921 schedulers, EDF concepts, Linux schedule deadline, Kubernetes scheduler, party queuing. Interesting. Yeah, I guess some of them are based on real life scenarios, you know. Iterate over natural numbers and check in set of nums till k numbers are found. Liquid Surya. I'd say this was the first thing I thought of, but if you look at how many numbers you need 100 million numbers to add on. So this should tell you that you can't just go through and pick numbers one at a time. It tells you need to figure out a way to pick multiple numbers at once. Otherwise, it's gonna be too slow. Yes, like Leetwhale says, won't work because k is very large. Yeah. So I do believe that find the missing intervals and applying this sum of natural numbers and this formula thing for the difference, you know, like to get a certain range is the answer. I'm just like not very motivated to code it up, man. I'm not gonna lie. I solved 2,000 problems 3 years ago. Then I lost a lot of motivation to the LeetCode again, so started doing research for each problem and noting them down. Dang, 2,000 problems. I mean, I can't say anything, man. I think I've like my profile only says I've done 1,400 or so problems, but this is a lie. I've actually done a lot more than 1,400 problems because early on in my training, I was doing a lot of training on a different website called Binary Search. And even though Binary Search and LeetCode shared similar problems, I think I had about 800 problems solved on Binary Search, or 900, or something crazy. So I have like 2,000 or more problems solved as well. Your LeetCode needs to be an uphill, not a plateau. Nah, I don't train as much, so you can't expect my graph to always go up, especially when I don't even train like new concepts. I really only train things that I already know how to do. But I'm sure if I were to like go hard or whatever and train, I have a lot of knowledge gaps in rolling hash. What else? Union fine, segment trees for sure, and things like that, man. I think I need to. But anyone can reach 2,000 rating if they're consistent. Yeah, I guess anybody can reach it if they're. I don't know if I agree with that, but maybe it might take them a long time. Portnoy, hey Simon, is on purpose that in the description of your stream is an error. Wait, what are you talking about, man? It's an error. What is? Can you be more specific? What kind of error are you talking about? Wait, oops. Description of my stream? I don't. Hey, Portnoy, are you talking? Where's this description at? Is it on Twitch? Is it on? I really don't know what you're talking. In Twitch, I don't see any errors on my side. Yeah, Twitch description loads for me as well. So maybe you just got banned, man. I thought the description was LeetCode practice in C++. Well, that's my stream title. All right, Haspi, thank you very much for the follow. All right, let me stretch a little bit. I'm gonna try and implement it, man. I'm gonna stop being scared. So we need to put positive integers, right? So I guess I will iterate somehow. Well, the first. All right, I'm gonna be like. What am I saying? I refresh and it works now. Hey, no worries. Man, check out Codex app for Mac. It's over for Sweeze. It also creates tasks and solve them. They said this will extend to distributed computing in a few months. It's so over for Sweeze. I don't think it's over, man. I think the party is just about to get started, man. And it's a very exciting time. Maybe. That's what I tell myself, at least. Same thing, different pants. I don't know what that means, but welcome, Haspe. Same model, just different UX. Oh, you talking about for the new updated LLMs or whatever? What was I trying to do? I'm trying to be like, if the first number I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out if I should skip the first element or not. So if the first number is not 1, I should not skip it. But if the first number in nums is 1, then I don't know. I guess we can skip or something. Do we vibe the LeetCode here? No, we don't vibe the LeetCode, man. I used Codex a long time ago. Claude CLI is still my preferred agentic coding environment. Yeah, Monte Carlo simulations. What's happening, man? I also use Claude exclusively, which I probably should not use it exclusively. All right, enough joking around. I'm gonna try and focus here. So I'm trying to get the interval that's missing. Oh, you know what? You know what I could do? What could I do? I'm running out of brain juice. That's the problem, man. Alright. So if the first number is a 1, I'm going to start at the next number. And then if nums I... Oh, Jesus. What if you update the input to make it easier to work with? Let me think about that, Leet Whale. You mean like adding a 1 and adding a whatever billion at the end? Wait, let me think. How would I update the input to make it easier to work with? Besides sourcing it, what else can I do? Can I make it an interval problem and then just merge intervals or filling missing intervals? Wait, let me think. Get some chicken wings. I just had some chicken wings earlier today, man. Let me think. How can we make this easier for me, man? I'm overthinking things right now, man, for sure. Gemini CLI has a plugin called Conductor. It basically splits up the Claude file into multiple files. It also makes plans actual markdown documents instead of keeping them in memory. I use that, then tell Claude to use it. I mean, Claude can make actual markdown files too, right? What sausage dips did I get? I just get medium buffalo, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't fall in love with the idea how you think the problem should be approached. What? What does that mean? I'm pretty sure this is how you solve it. I'm just trying to think of like how to implement it, and my mind isn't working too well. You said what I was thinking, adding 1 to a billion, right? So I was thinking of that Leet Whale, but then if I did that, then I guess you can say, oh, okay, let me think. I guess from then we should start from index 1. Like, and then, like, you know, start from the middles, so at least we have those 2 at the end. I'm gonna try that. And then you sort them, and then who cares about this stuff? Who cares about that stuff? And we start from index 1, and we go to n minus 1, and then we can be like, if nums I is greater than nums I plus 1, then there is a diff. Or there is a gap, right? No. If nums I is greater than nums I minus 1 plus 1. That's what I meant to write, man. Then the gap is from nums I minus 1 plus 1. Nums I minus 1. So I'm gonna make a function to do the something. What was it? It was x times x plus 1 over 2. Yeah? So if we want the start and the end, oh, how do you know how many numbers are missing also? I guess it's just a difference. That might be off by 1. But should I have this? Should I just have everything long just in case? So we want the ends. Let me see. Q2 is crazy. Yeah, it's a little bit. But then we gotta keep track of how many K's we've added as well, man. So there's a lot of edge cases here I need to think of, because clearly this is taking the full thing, but if K is less than the missing count, then we gotta do something else. So let me try and figure that out. So if K is less than missing count, we should do something. Otherwise, it's alright. So this is taking the whole thing, but if we only took a portion, it would be starts plus K. No, yeah. Start minus 1 plus K, whatever that means. Minus. Let me try that. No, 9 expected 25. All right, let's see what the hell is going on now. So crazy cute. Oh, Brett is in the house. Just solved it. Too easy for Brett. Not easy for me. I do think my intuition is okay. I just need to work on my implementation, man. Hey, look at that. I put end L instead of ends. How crazy. So I'm missing 2 to 4. That is not right. I'm actually missing 1. Ooh, edge case. I see. It's kind of like an edge case, maybe. I guess we can, all right, start equal. All right, if we're in the first position, then it's nums. Then it's just 1, man. Maybe there's another edge case for the last position or something. Like right there. I have a feeling this might be a little bit wrong for that. All right, so now at least this thing is right, but 1 through 4, I think that is 10. Oh, this K is 6. So how come it's not finding another gap? Maybe I actually have to go to the ends. Maybe that was a bug. But I'm feeling there's a lot of missing there for sure. From 7 to that, yes, that's correct. But then it doesn't do any of this adding because hold on. Brett says, what did you add first? Wait. I don't know. Something's clearly wrong though. And I suspect it's in here, right? Because I'm trying to go from 6 to, oh, wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, at the beginning you appended elements. Oh, right. 1 in a billion. Yes. And then I sort them. Why did you add 1? To detect the gap, I guess. Like 5, so if I added the 1 there, then I'd have the gap from 1 to 4 is missing, 3 numbers. And then I think I have a bug, like calculating something else, like right here. Maybe these numbers are weird. But aren't the elements in nums the values you cannot use? Yes, they are. But how do I know the ends of my vector are numbers that I cannot use. Okay, 6 is 6. That ain't right. That should be. Should be 6, not 6 to 6. Already got 1, 2. It should be 6 to 9, right? So this, maybe it's just start plus K, man. Oops. Plus 1, start plus K plus 1. I'm doing some weird stuff. Maybe I should read it. Oh yeah, so I'm trying to find the gaps in between which numbers are missing and adding chunks of them using the sum of natural numbers and basically just adding that whole range of the missing interval. That's kind of what I'm doing. But I'm having some off by one issues, maybe more. Alright, maybe some weird issues, man. There could be duplicates in nums as well. 5 to 9. Would 1 to 4 be 4 numbers? Yes, it should be. It should be, man. I don't know. I think my implementation just needs some work. But I'm not gonna lie, my brain is a little bit tired right now. Alright, so this example, we already have one in there, so... Wait, between 1 and 4 you have 2, 3. Oh yeah, but it's showing up as count is 1, which is not right. So maybe there should be a +1. I still think there's an edge case. Like how I have this here, I think this n needs some type of something to go all the way up to 1 billion. But I'll submit and I'll see. There's probably a lot of edge cases here, man. Jesus Christ, what could be going wrong? It's too hard to debug. Alright, let's use that test case and let's put this. Man, this test case is too crazy, man. So 1 to 25 we can add. 91. 90 is there. Okay, so it's 91 to what though? Oh, Q, you got it. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. Wait, why is this saying... What is this talking about, man? Oh, right here. Wait, my code has turned into some super bootleg stuff. Let me think. Why End is nums the current number minus 1. Alright, it's kind of really weird, whatever I'm doing now. It's all wrong, man. I'm about to give up. I can't be bothered. I don't know. Don't give up. I feel like I'm just struggling with all these off by ones right now. Oh, should I send this? Hey, Type Racer, Q9 PSG. We'll do it real soon. I'm gonna submit. Send it. Oh shit, wrong answer. Hey, almost. It's almost there, man. Alright, edge cases time. Edge cases. Let me think. I'm gonna erase some of this junk first, and then let me think about this edge case. Hey, this is the edge case I told you about. Oh no. Alright, so 2. Alright, what the heck is going on here? So there's 2 numbers. My thing looks like 1, 2, and a billion, right? 1, 2 billion. And then I start from index this, and I'm checking if this number right, yeah. I'm gonna do some real bootleg stuff right now, man. So if the index alright, let me see if my bootleg fix works. My bootleg fix works, Brett. Alright, but you said I could just push 0 instead and maybe it might work even nicer. Let me try that. I don't like my bootleg solution, man. It's real hacky. So I said maybe push 0 instead. And it will just work. It's a lot nicer than my bootleg fix. Yeah, very good, very good. Thank you. And remove your special cases for start 2. And then wait, I don't even know how my special cases would be then. It would just be nums like that. Yeah, that works. Cleaning up the code. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see. Q. Let me see what you're working with, man. Did you do it the same way? Oh, you're doing it. Yeah, I see. I was thinking of doing something similar where I check if the first number is 1, and if it's not, I take that interval and then I carry on. Should have pushed values on the front and back. Yeah. And then this is your thing. There's lots of K's there, man. Alright, Brett, let me see what the mathematician did up in here. Alright, so you put the 0, you put the billion. Or wait, that's a 2 billion you put there instead of a billion. Interesting. And then pairwise, I don't know much about pairwise, but oh wait, YouTube comments, my bad. Mysterious debris, what's happening? What if the missing numbers are to the left of the 0th element? You're starting from first index. Yeah, I was starting from the first index because I was pushing the boundaries to the front and the back. One day I didn't come on YouTube and they changed the UI again. Did they? I don't even know. Takes values 2 at a time. So you get nums0, nums1, and then nums1, nums2, and nums2, nums3. That's what pairwise means, man. Hey, I never bothered to look up what the hell pairwise meant, but thank you for explaining it, Brett, because I see this, pairwise that all the time, and I just kind of, whatever that means, and I carry on with my day. Pairwise, there's some other terms like this too. I can't remember the terms now. Pairwise, point something. Anyways, I wish I remembered, but I encountered these terms at Google and I never really bothered to look up what they meant. Alright, so what am I looking at, man? What? Bottom plus k minus 1? Oh wait, AB. Bottom on top of the gap. I see. And these are the A, like X, Y, whatever, AB. So the bottom, oh, okay. Top. I guess you put them as a set. Right. B, yes. N is the number. That's how many elements, the count. Subtract the count from it, and then it's just. So this is the, okay, this formula is like doing some type of math to simplify the other thing I did, right? Or what? How do you, what is this? Bottom plus top times n divided by, oh, that's a simple formula that says what is that saying? The average over 2. Sum of arithmetic progression. N times the average of, I think, alright. It took me a while to understand this, Brett, but I think I see what you're saying. The bottom plus the top, those are the two ends of like, I don't know how you'd say, linear is not the right word, but a set of numbers where each number is just one up from the previous number. You divide that by 2, you get the average value of each number in that continuous stream of numbers, and you multiply by n to get the total sum of all the elements. So this is like a much neater way, and I guess it requires some nice observations that you can just add the bottom and top and divide it by. Am I saying this right, Brett? Or am I tripping? Anyways, thank you for sharing. I think I kind of understand. This one took a lot of thinking to code it for me, and dang, it was such a crazy problem too. 26% only. All right, Q. Let me see. Let me see if my website's working. Look at that. We can see everyone's solutions, man, in my little database. I like this. Dumpy Don Q just solved another one. Let me see how it looks on your profile. I want to like change this activity thing to make it not so useless. Like this graph is kind of useless, so that's what I'm going to try and upgrade next. Q3 is pretty quick. Should we try it? I mean, the room time is up, but we don't really care about the time that much. Web Scraper Pro Max Plus. Yeah, that's the name of my stuff, man. Wait, Liquid Surya, what are you saying? Oh, we're trying to reason with Brett's formula and why it works. Yeah. Yes, I think this is, well, I guess this is how you derive that. Fancy stuff. Alright, real quick, Q3. Minimum additions to make valid string. Given a string word to which you can insert letters A, B, or C anywhere and any number of times, return the minimum number of letters that must be inserted so that word becomes valid. A string is called valid if it can be formed by concatenating the string ABC several times. Wait, what? A, B, or C anywhere, any number of times, turn the minimum number of letters that must be inserted so that the word becomes valid. Uh-oh. Yeah, I did not do the type racer. Thank you for reminding me. And my bad, Q9 PSG. The type racer is coming right now. I got caught up in that thing. That LeetCode thing we're trying to do. Thank you for reminding me, Clistar. Alright, let me post it in the Discord. Alright, first race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Here we go. Dang, Q, you're bumping 116, man. Crazy. Clistar 92. Icy Black Deep 80 WPMs. Very nice. Dang. Alright. Rana Creed, I see you out there, man. Looks like you gave up. 116 is high for me at this time, yeah? Yeah, 116 is pretty fast. Alright, championship race is next. Ooh, lots of guests on the list here, man. Alright, you guys ready? This is a championship round. Why are there so many guests here? None of them in the race. Here we go. Ah! Dang, I messed up big time and Q didn't pass me. I really messed up at the end, man. I was worried you were gonna come get the W, but looks like 96, very slow race. I made a lot of errors in the end. As time goes on, my WPMs just go down. I'm not like a long distance typer. I'm a sprinter, man. Alright, 96. Here we go. Clear 69. That's Icy Black Deep's speed. What was I? 96, 96. What's my name? I have an underscore in it, right? Alright. Easy W. Those dang dashes, yeah. Yeah, there's some weird words in that one. Okay, so I guess back to that problem. Make minimum additions to make a valid string. So I don't have an underscore. It depends, man. Yeah, I do. What you talking about? Look at that. For my Twitch name, I do. For my LeetCode name, I don't. Q9 PSG, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Lost my internet writing on mobile. That's crazy. Rana Creed on YouTube. Wait. Alright, minimum addition to make string valid. So they give us A, B, C, and we need... So I'm thinking... maybe we need just equal numbers of A, B's, and C's. So we need an A count, B count, C count, and we need to fill all the rest to the maximum count. That's what I'm thinking for this problem. I think I can just implement, because look at this one. B, the max is 1, A and C are 0, so we bring A and C up to 1, and that's 2. 2 times. A, that means we need B, 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 and C, C, C. That's 6. A, B, C, they're all 1, so we don't need to adjust any. So let me implement that. Word dot length. I guess we can do ABCs. So for every character, I'm gonna be like ABCs plus plus. Take the max and then so I'm iterating through the counts of ABC, and I'm adding the maximum count of ABC minus the current. So if the max count, for example, this example, the max count is B is at 1. So then A would be 0, A gets added 1, B is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so nothing gets added for B's. And C1 gets added because 1 minus 0 is 1. I'm pretty confident in this one. I'm going to submit. Ugh. What a type there, man. I mean, alright, I'm gonna submit again. We should have made a bet. Oh, jeez. Hey, how? Why didn't this work? Oh, wait. Maybe I was too quick to think about that. So we need A, B, C. Wait, how the hell, man? A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. Alright, my solution is made some very bad assumptions there. It's because Brett told me it was quick, man. Alright, let me think a little bit more. Another test case, CBA. Anywhere, any number of times. Yeah. Which test case did I just fail? AAABB. So if I hit an A, CBA would result in 0, but it's not 0. Yeah, clearly my solution ain't right, so I'm gonna just erase it. Go back to the drawing board. Alright, now I'm thinking. Let's look at some of these test cases. I'm wondering if I should just like keep ABC like a IJ pointer or something, and if this matches there, then I increment that and I go next, and if this doesn't match, then I know I need this many in there. So that's 2. I don't know, man. So I know I insert B and C, and then now I'm at A again. And A's match, so I go here. Same thing, B and C needs to be inserted because these don't match. I go here, and A are okay. So we do that, we do it again, and then again, B and C needs to be inserted. So we go here, and we go here. These don't match. So what do we do? How do I know that I need 2? What was the answer? 9? I actually don't know what to do. Maybe I can minimum letters that must be inserted. I wonder if let me think. I mean, we know what the resulting string would be like. Alright, this one, AAABB. How do you know? Maybe I can think of what resulting string. ABC. ABC. Oh, look, there's only 50 words. 50 things, man. There's only 50. Like, can't I? I don't know, man. The code guy, what's happening? I'm not good at code, but I think we need to track all words and check where what is missing and append them. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't know how to solve it, so I don't know if you're right or wrong, man. But I am running out of brain juice and I'm getting tired. So we have an ending string, but how do we know what to put in there? I guess I could make like ABC really long and then just keep inserting. That would be a little bit silly, man. Let me do something silly though. Something real silly, man. So I'm gonna have my string that's supposed to be the thing, right? And then I'm gonna be like, if if word I is not equal to silly J, I wonder if I even need J. Can I just use I here? So if word I is not equal to that, let me rename this to not silly. Full string or whatever, or target. I'm gonna just call it target. Inserts. I forget, how do you insert something in C++? Inserts character. Alright, inserts at index I. Target I. I would not normally try and code something like this, but given the constraints, maybe I feel like it might be okay. But it's not, because yes. And then I guess while well, let me just say, if the end letter of our final thing is an A, then we need to add 2 more. If it's a B, we need to add 1 more. Maybe that might be okay. It's a little crazy solution, but it's one of the worst solutions out there, man. I'm a little bit embarrassed for coding something like this up, not gonna lie. I need to do better than that though. Should I look? Should I look at some good solutions? I don't even know. My brain ain't working. Anyways, man, what should we do? Wait, another way to think about this. If you start from a target, how many deletions do you need to get to the input word? Let me think about that, Leet Whale. Start from the target, but how do you know what the target is? I guess I just brute force my target because I can't like figure out how long the target thing should be. But how many deletions would we make? Especially for like this test case. How do I know what the final string will look like? Leet Whale, somebody from YouTube really likes your username. The code guy says, nice name, Leet Whale. Do you have a pro subscription? Hey, the code guy, I don't know what a pro subscription is. LeetCode Premium, you mean? Alright guys, I think my algo brain is done. I don't know if I can do any more algorithms tonight, man. Time to roll dice. I don't know about rolling dice. I gotta make it to midnight, do I? It was 26:35. I'm not sure. Let me try and go back. It's 26:45. You don't need to generate the entire target. You can use ABC and keep track of an index in the target and use modulo to wrap around. Can you cut your hair and give it to your wife? Nah, no way. What are you talking about, man? What kind of question is that? Alright guys, I'm all algorithmed out. This is my second stream today, and I don't know if I have the stamina to keep going. Should we do more problems though? Alright, we can do a problem, man. Let's do a 0 track. But an easy 0 track. So random number from 1600 to 1800. 1701. I'm gonna do a 1701 rated problem. Should we see what it is? Inverse coin change. I don't want to do that, man. All right, any of these three. Why don't you use the restream, man? You can read both the YouTube and Twitch chats. Yeah, that's something I need to figure out. I don't know much about restream. Bet? We're gonna bet if I can do one of these problems? Maybe. I haven't done a bet like all year. Alright, Elite Whale. The killer whale. So... Oh, you don't need to create the whole string. I see what you're saying now. You just use the ABC and then you wrap around with modulo. And then it will just be basically the target string. Alright, so let me try and read your solution though. You iterate through... What the heck is word plus A, man? You're adding an A at the end? Don't know why yet. So while it's not equal to the character we want it to be, I see. We basically add one to the answer. Interesting, man. I don't really get this A though, this plus A. Anyways. Alright, we'll say it's 1701. Should we make a bet? Can I solve it in 10 minutes or something? Or what? Who knows? Imagine if the input is just A, we need to complete the string with BC. I actually don't know. Alright. 1701. Inverse coin change. Count subarray where max elements appears at least k times, or distribute can't. No, not this one, man. Alright, let's try. Let me see if I've done any of them. If I've done one, I'm gonna not do it. Alright, I think I solved this one. Dang, I solved this one so many times. Let's not do that one. Have I solved this one? Alright, inverse coin change, man. Let's not do a bet. I'm gonna just solve it. You are given a one-indexed integer array, numWays, where numWays I represents the number of ways to select a total amount I using an infinite supply of some fixed coin denominations. Each denomination is a positive integer with value at most numWays.length. However, the exact coin denominations have been lost. Your task is to recover the set of denominations that could have resulted in the given numWays array. Return a sorted array containing unique integers which represents this set of denominations. If no such set exists, return an empty array. What the heck are they talking about? Alright, so there's 0 ways to make 1. There's 1 way to make 2. Some type of math. Alright, so anytime the first one, that's probably our first number in there. And then I guess we can multiply those out, so we hit all those multiples and we add 1 to them. second one. So it's 4. And then the third one. What is this? Alright, no more is 1. So there's 1 in the thing. Homeboy Penji, what's happening? Welcome. There's 2 ways to make 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2. I think it's something like a sieve of Eratosthenes, kind of. So this is our num ways. Let me put the actual numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Num ways is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna say the first one we see, yeah, and then I just hit 1 in every one after that. So that's our first number. Then there's a 2 because now there's another way to make this second number. So we have 2 and we add 1 to all of those. So now we have a 2 there. And this one is a 3. I don't know how to do this, man. Dang, there's not even that many. I feel like I should be able to solve it, but I don't know, not today maybe. Let me think a little bit longer though. So clearly, answer says it's 1, 2, 5. So 3. It's like some Fibonacci stuff going on here. Or what? Based on these, the only observation I can make is whichever has only one way to make that, that is a number, right? That's the only observation I have successfully made. Sawarab Yadav, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. Simon, can I call you randomly on Discord? I mean, I don't guarantee I'll pick up. I don't guarantee I'll ever pick up, but you can message me, man. I don't like random calls. Who likes random calls, man? Nobody. Not in 2026. Maybe if it was 1999, people like random calls. When's game night on Discord? Hey, I don't play games anymore, man. Well, I play a lot of games still, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't really play multiplayer games. Let's do code names. It's too much work. Code names. I haven't played that in a long time. Hey, but you know what I do like? What's the dang game called that Pat plays? Word Bomb? What's the Word Bomb game? Yeah. Alright, I'm tired of algorithms, man. Let's do the bomb game. Is that how it works? Bomb party time, guys. What do? I do some... keep uploading more videos. I don't upload videos. I do LeetCode and I do vibe coding. Do I like cricket? When I was like 10 years old, I used to play cricket, but I haven't played cricket in a long time. Alright, the round is gonna start real soon. One of my favorite games. Will you eat a cricket on stream? No, not for no reason. Alright, if you don't know how to play the game, you have to type a word that has a TA in it. Like whoever the arrow points on, guess 5154, you gotta type a word that has TA in it. Like tap, or tape, or something. TA, man, not AT. Oh shit. Hey, am I a guest? No. I'm not even in my own dang game, man. This game sucks. How is it gonna be in my room and they don't even let me in the game? I thought I was playing, man. What a silly thing. Do you like 10cc? Wait, what's 10cc? Rock band. I never heard of them. 1972? Come on now. I wasn't even I cannot believe I missed my own bomb game, man. I need 35,000 point rewards to get you to eat a cricket. Nah, I'm not trying to eat no crickets. I'm just watching everybody play my favorite game. Would you eat a spider? Hey, I think about eating spiders all the time, but I don't want to eat a small one, man. I want to eat like a big fat tarantula, because I watched a documentary about these little kids in the Amazon forest, and they go out there hunting spiders and stuff, and then they're like barbecuing these spiders over the fire, and they translate what these little Jungle Book kids say, and one of them was like, yeah, I love spiders. It tastes just like crab. And ever since I saw that little kid say that, I was like, I like crab. I'd probably eat one of them big fat tarantulas if that's tastes like crab, you know. This is Solaris's favorite game. This is my favorite game, probably. Hey, what was that documentary from, man? Amazon forest kids eating spider. Is it Human Planet? Yeah, this is the one. Human Planet, Episode 4, Jungles. Features a scene of indigenous children in the Amazon rainforest hunting and eating large tarantulas, specifically the Goliath bird-eating spider. This is it. We're missing the word game? Hey, nobody cares about the word game, man. I'm not even in it. This is just a practice round. Alright, Clistar won the practice round. The real round starts right now. Everybody, you need to hit that join button. You don't have much time. Alright, everybody's in here now, man. Whew. I watch documentaries with multiple seasons, don't be done. Alright, focus time. Too easy. Let me get in. Hey, you already missed it, man. You already missed it. Oh, I should give YouTube people the link too, but alright, here we go again. This is what we're doing, man. We're playing these video games. Uh-oh. Clistar, only one heart left. Who is Simon, man? That must be Steven Sagaball. Dead. That's who that is. Alright. Hey, I'm good at this game. Maybe. Alright. I gotta focus. It's about to get real serious. Dumpy Don. Mm-mm. ATH. All right. Nice word. Eclistar. Anyways. Dang, Q, that's a crazy word. Hey, this game's never gonna end. Also, you have to try and type words with these letters that you're missing, I think. What is meant by these letters turning yellow and gray? I think if you get all the letters in the alphabet, you get like extra life or something. I don't really know. I forgot what you get. Giddy up. Can you give chat a motivational speech? What do y'all need to be motivated about, man? Everybody here is motivated. I need to do work, not get fired. Man. Maybe maybe getting fired is not the worst thing sometimes if you get severance. You get paid to leave. Assess. Sick. Ah, come on, man. I was about to type something else. What is a key? Like a lime key or some Biscayne key. An island, yeah. Uh-oh. Hey, what's Q is struggling out here, man? Dang, maze? That's a crazy word. RBA? Dang. What the hell? Wait, what? Jeez, panicking over there. ITE. This game is tough. Only 3 of us left. We each got 1 life. Uh-oh. HL? Hull. Hull. Uh-oh. It's tough. 2 of us left. STS. Bursts. Dang, that was quick. Shut. Oh, dang. Random has won. I can't believe Random won, man. Who's Random? Bobo Bebow, was that you? Anyways, that was fun. Again, nah, man. I gotta go. Hey, who the heck is Random? Hey, you guys can play, but I gotta go, man. I randomly won. Dang, Brett in here tearing out the place, man. Hey, what was that word? I couldn't figure out. I forget the letters it gives me. But hey, this is one of my favorite games that I've played on Twitch. Oh yeah, OBI is hard. What words? Moby? Obi? Words with Obi. Mobile. Oh, that's a good one. Wait, no. Oh, microbiological. Dang. I'm not gonna think of these words, man. Boobing. Phobics. Oh, there's a lot. Gobi. Alright. That's a nice way to end the stream, I guess. So, should we find a LeetCoder? Who's LeetCoding? This person says they're LeetCoding, but they're playing League. Stew Squared, I guess. He likes algorithms. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. And we're gonna go rate Stew Squared. Stew Squared is a long-time streamer, I guess. He does a lot of Advent of Code. Now he's playing this game. Let's go in there and see what he's up to. See y'all tomorrow, man. I'll be streaming tomorrow 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. doing vibe coding. And man, I've been working on so many features. I've been pumping out crazy amounts of work compared to if I didn't have AI, that is. I think it's been going really well, man. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bobo Bebow, Icy Black Deep. Have a good night. Homeboy Penji, Monte Carlo Simulations. See you next time. Thank you very much for tuning in. Q Ultimus, Brent Arata. Have a good night. Thank you guys so much. Leet Whale, Dumpy Don, Clistar, Steven Sagaball. Have a good night. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Liquid Surya. See you next time. Everybody else, anyone who I missed, everyone who's lurking, see you next time. Everybody from Discord, see you later, alligators. In a while, crocodiles. Yeah. Peace.